Okay, so we can use the array presented in our previous video, which is fruits, and we placed in it a number of elements such as apple, orange, and strawberry. Now, we want to display the values of each one of these. So what we can do to display the value, we can either display the entire array, like writing print fruits, so it will give you the entire array as it is stored, or you can display specific elements, and you can address each element by using the index or the placement where it is in the array. So indices start with 0, 1, and 2. So fruits 0 would be apple, and you can say fruits 1 would be orange, and you can say fruits 2 would be strawberry. Now, if you want to print each one of these individually, you can also do that using a for loop. So you can say for x in fruits. So this is one way of doing it. You can say for x in fruits, and then you would have to indent and say print x, right? And so what would happen is that it would loop through the all of the elements in fruits, because I said for each x in fruits, print x. So it's going to go to each x in fruit. So what we did here, we described a variable. The variable is assigned the value of each element in the array at a time, and then that element is used in the loop at that iteration. Okay, so now the next thing that we're going to do is we will try to display it in a different way. So we can say for I in range, sometimes you need this type of a for loop, and so we're going to show it. So we're going to say print. Of course, the outcome is the same, and it depends on your preference. So we're going to say fruits. So this is another way of displaying elements in an array. So you can say for I in range 3, and the meaning of range 3 is that it takes 3 numbers starting from 0. So it's going to be 0, 1, and 2. And so it's going to say print fruits 0, print fruits 1, print fruits 2. So for every I in the range 3, print fruits with I being the index. And so you can see also that this is another way of doing it. So if you want to access an element individually, you can directly access that element individually. Now, if you want to loop through all of the elements, these are 2 different ways to do it. If you want to print the entire array, you can just say print fruits, and that will do the job. Now, you can also loop and then ask questions about the elements and decide what you want your program to do based on the element according to the one in the currently in the loop or in the iteration. So we're gonna try to do that. So we're gonna say for x in fruits, which is normally the way that you loop through elements in a in an array, and then I'm gonna say if x equals apples, then it's kind of you with your friend going on, shopping together, and then you see her put apples in her cart, and so you want to generate a conversation. So you can say print I like apples too. So this is generally what you would do. Now, if you are simplistic and you only like apples, so you can say else meaning if there's anything else in the cart, you're gonna say print I don't like, and you can concatenate that with X. And so here, what's going to happen is that, so here we should have managed our indentation. So it's going to give us an indentation mistake, right? Because if has to be the same as the indentation of else. So let's just go through this mistake. Okay, so it worked anyway. Okay, so so let's go through this concept right now. So what we did here is that we looped through all of the elements in our array, apple, orange, and strawberry. And as you can see, there was it should have looped through all of them and gave us all of the answers, but because we have an indentation problem, it didn't work exactly as we wanted it to. So now let's just fix that. So we're going to say for this, we're going to do if, and then, yeah, and then here's where we had our mistake. Okay, so else need to be indented like that, exactly with F, and then here we're gonna do, wait, let's find it. Okay, and so now we have this one. So it should print something for each one. Okay. Is it saved as apples? Oh, did I say if x equals apples? Okay, so then this is also another mistake. That's why it didn't work. Okay. So it says I don't like apple, I don't like orange, I don't like strawberry, and that's because we said if x equals apples, and you see here that there's an S and apple is without an S, and so it did not consider apple as being equal to apples. And so to fix that, we would have to rewrite this, and instead of having apples, we would say apple. Okay, so again, okay, so now we fixed all the problems in our loop and it's working correctly. So other things that we can do with lists is that we can add more to the list by using some functions that are inherited in arrays. And so we can say fruit, and did I call it fruit or fruits? So we called it fruits, so we'll say fruits dot append, and we will add blueberry. Okay, and now we will go and print fruits. So this is okay, print okay, we'll print the array now. Okay, so now you see that blueberry was added,